That just sounded so morbid. Like, why? How morbid does a book have to be to... Why would you have your protagonist get rid of winter? Heck, why would you have her get rid of all of the seasons? Like, if... Oh, crap. If you have kind of a hard-on for summer, like, fine. More power to you. But, really? And no joke, the guy that wrote this, he actually writes in that, like, this is supposed to be Teresa's solution to bringing back the rain, the wind and the rain, because the wind and the rain have disappeared. And, basically she just has it, I think, drizzle all year round, and it's just going to be summer all year round. And, you know, farmers can... Because she's also trying to bring back food, right? Because there's no rain. And she pretty much just informs the people, farmers can start farming, you know, their crops now. And it's like, they don't just plant crops during one season. Like, really? And we are supposed to take this book seriously. So, yeah, you think I'm masochistic for starting this game off with Sunny Flight? I still love the flights in this game, but I have a weakness for bad books. But that book in particular, I haven't read the whole thing, but it is long, and I'm pretty sure it will break me if I do that. Yeah, I'm pretty much going on a rant about books during a Spyro game. But yeah, there's not too much to go into right now. Oh wait, here is one thing I can mention. Yeah, again, if you don't know anything about this, what you have to do is shoot this. Yeah, there was a basically a tower of rock here, and there's a target on it. And that's how you access this flight. So yeah, the first two flights are pretty much hidden. But this flight in particular, like, it's pretty brutal with its time limit. And I think Toys for Bob did shrink the time limit by 1 second. At least it feels like it. It's just 1 mere second. But, yeah, I think originally it was 25 seconds. But yeah, you can very easily get through this. But yeah, that book is so long. And what's interesting is that the guy that wrote it, he lies a lot. His name is Norman Boutaw. I think that's how you pronounce his last name anyway. He lies about this thing a lot. And I think he just lies in general. And I think to this day, he's still just defending that book. But one of the things that he lies about is how long it took him. And no joke, it just, like, it seems like it lengthens with every lie. So, like, first he says it's 10 years, and then it took him 20 years, and then it took him 40 years. No joke. This guy lies a lot. And seeing how long this book is, I would imagine it really did take him 40 years to write this. I don't know if I'll ever look at any books. Primarily this is a gaming channel, but I have touched upon my books before. I've mentioned a short story that I did write not long ago. Come on, I just barely made that. Look at that 0. That was close. But yeah, maybe one day I could do it. I did do some videos on some of my, game collections, but I could do maybe some videos on some of my favorite books. Be warned though, I don't just have a weakness for bad books. I also have a weakness for kids' books as well. I really like children's novels. The reason why is because I mostly like just, you know, nature and animal fantasy books. And yeah, I mean, there are plenty of adult books like that, but I have way more fun with kids' ones. And adult ones just tend to be way more dramatic. Like, I love drama in a book. I enjoy a good fight scene, actually. But I don't know. It's just I have more fun with the silliness of a children's novel, um, and like reading a lot of children's novels. It's actually what taught me that you can still be dark even with kids' books. Uh, I did show my family, some of the stuff I wrote, and I think with some of them it was kind of disturbing. With like some of the characters, like I did kill a pup in one of my oldest stories, and someone in my family had a problem with it. It's like, dude, I didn't say this, but dude, like, there's worse things in kids' novels. Trust me, there's worse things, far worse things. So yeah, like I have way more fun reading kids' books for some reason. I guess I shouldn't say for some reason. Like, I know why I do enjoy them. Plus, there's less romance. I know I'm going to get some negativity for this. But yeah, I am not a huge romance fan. I will read it, but like, if it's a book that's mostly focused on the romance itself, I'll probably lose interest. This is a preference, okay? I'm not saying, romances are bad or anything. This is me. I'm probably more likely to enjoy a good fight scene. Like, probably a good sword fight, or, wolves in battle or something like that. like, and maybe just like a romance as a side plot, for the characters. Especially if the characters, are animals. For some reason, I just find it cuter when, they're either animals or they're little kids. Again, like, I think it's because, with them, it's cuter. With adults, it's more dramatic. Like, there's way more drama than it needs to be with some adult books. Yeah, I read to have fun. Like, I don't... I really don't like reality rubbed in my face when I'm reading fiction. So. But yeah, again, that's just a preference. It's just me.
I hate those bugs. When I become big and strong like you, I'll squash them all.
Until then, remember that supercharge makes you invincible.
So yeah, High Caves. This is another track that I absolutely love, but I do like the original better. This track is actually very relaxing, but for me, it feels a little too relaxing. I mean, maybe if, this was all you saw, it would seem more fitting to me. But then you also have caves with these gigantic spiders. It's almost hilarious hearing, such a serene, calming, relaxing track. When you have something so creepy just scuttling around in a cave. So yeah, if anyone would like me to talk about, some of my favorite books, I could talk about that later. But primarily, yeah, this channel is mostly for gaming, so... Yeah, maybe I'll just do that later, down the line. I always forget these. Usually I end up, at the cave where the vortex is, and I just forget these gems right here. Oh, also, I do like Spyro Circuit and CTR. I think I did touch upon that somewhere. I don't remember where. But, there was something... Actually, you know what? There was something that I never noticed. That Spyro Circuit did help me... I think I partially, figured this out with... Not figure this out. Obviously, I figured it out here first. But there was something in Spyro Circuit that I thought was very interesting. And if you don't know what that is, it is a race course in Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled for the PS4. It's just a track It's a racetrack that Activision added. It's not in the original Crash Team Racing. But on the path, the obstacles, some of the obstacles are these guys fighting. So, when I was a kid, I mentioned before that some things weren't that clear to me in the original. And it never occurred to me that these things were fighting. So, I would see the wizards, like this wizard in particular right here. I would see this guy, and I would see him shoot at the druid, and I'd be like, what is he doing? And, yeah, see that touch right there. Torch for Bob added a reaction for the druids. So, in the original, they didn't do anything. They didn't react to getting hit. And the wizards, they would just be knocked onto their butts whenever a twister showed up. Like, whenever they were hit with a twister, like, you know, it would just knock them on their butts. Like, and you would see a druid do something similar to one of the wizards in Alpine Ridge. Only it would be part of the landscape. It wouldn't be a twister. So, when I was a kid, I thought the wizards just enjoyed that. It didn't occur to me that they were fighting. Like, I thought they were having fun. And you kind of can't blame me for thinking that, because they're all wizards. Like, the blue ones are wizards. I think they just call them elder wizards or something. And these things are called tornado wizards. And of course, as a kid, I didn't know what the druids were. Even when I read the manual, I didn't pay attention to the druids' names. I didn't know what the freak a druid is. And, you know, it wasn't until I got older that I actually found out what a druid even was. If you don't know, in real life, a druid is actually a priest. So, I don't know what type of priest, but, yeah, like, if these things are priests, why are they after me? Is it because they think dragons are evil? No, it's because they work for Nasty Nork, of course.
Please do something about these green druids. They insist on moving everything in sight.